Once again, the Hamilton County Board of Elections has deadlocked over what to do about a highly contested juvenile court race. Today, the board tied along party lines about whether to appeal a federal judge's decision on the fate of over 800 provisional ballots. 9 News reporter Bill Price is live downtown with what the board did today, as well as the next step in that process. Bill?
And it's confusing, to be sure, Tanya. The way it worked this morning is we had 2 Republicans voting in favor of going on to appeal, while 2 Democrats voted against it. So now it'll end up being up to the new Ohio Secretary of State, that's Republican John Husted, to decide whether to take this contested elections case up to the federal appeals court. Now, the vote came early in this emergency meeting of the elections board this morning, which is about to hit a 3rd month of trying to decide who won a contested county juvenile court race, either Democrat Tracy Hunter or Republican John Williams. The room was filled with Hunter supporters, including members of the local NAACP chapter, which is closely watching the outcome of the race. After the tie vote, which always goes to the Secretary of State, board members took questions to the public. Some of those questions were very pointed and emotional.
Ohio recently got involved.
This is a very sad experience for me, that we have all these decisions happening in a simple election. It's not about, I expect disagreements between parties about how to fix problems, not about how to count votes.
We have an honest disagreement about this. The courts have stepped in. We're making our arguments to the courts, and this process will play out. If state law is to be changed, our perspective is, my perspective personally, I'll speak to Mr. Garrett, although he voted with me today, my perspective is that we ought to pursue it to the highest court in the land if, in fact, they're going to change the way we vote in Ohio, judicially, not legislatively. That's just my position. They have a different perspective. This is, as a matter of fact, at the end of this process, I expect we're all going to continue to work well together. This board works very well together. You know, this is just the legislative process playing out.
But that's not an answer that got support from many members of the public who wonder why it's taking so long to decide who actually won last November's juvenile court race in Hamilton County. Now, both Democrats and Republicans are planning to submit their own briefs up to the Secretary of State's office for him to consider. In the meantime, local juvenile court officials say they are handling the extra workload. They say magistrates are handling most of this absent judge's work, with presiding administrative judge Carla Grady handling the rest. Tanya?
All right, Bill Price live for us today. Thank you. And today